I shall now request Dr. Hitesh Bhatt, Director, Marketing and Communications, Retailers Association of India, to tell us what lies in store for us over the next 2 days. We've got a packed schedule and lots of innovative engagement. So, Dr. Hitesh Bhatt, over to you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Retail Leadership Summit, the 18th edition. Before I start, I would request my colleague to play a small video, please. Thank you. At the onset, I would like to thank all of you for coming here today for the Retail Leadership Summit. Along with that, I would also like to thank our advisory board. 6 months back when we started the work for Retail Leadership Summit, we decided that, let's have an advisory board that will help us, maneuver the content and curate it the way the industry is going today. Keeping that in mind, we had this board, and I'm happy to, announce these industry veterans who have helped us to curate this agenda and guide us for the Retail Leadership Summit. We have Anuj Puri, Eneroc Property, Ashwin Khasgewala, Reliance Retail, Avijit Mitra, Infinity Retail, Biju Kurian, RAI, Hari Menon, Big Basket, Johnson Varghese, Fossil India, Nissan Joseph, Metro, Rajneesh Mahajan, K. Raheja, Sagar Daryani, Wow Momos, and Mr. Venkatesh from Trent. This was our advisory committee for Retail Leadership Summit 2024. I thank all of them for the guidance that they have given. So what are we playing for in the next 2 days? We heard Mr. Biju Kurian and Mr. Kumar speaking about the industry, the trends, the future. So we have tried to curate that into this 12-pager agenda that is there in front of you. This time we have decided to introduce a couple of new properties as well in the Retail Leadership Summit. But to start with, it is always future-proofing retail. what we are at a very, very strategic level, what we are going to witness not only this year and next year, but in the coming years or maybe the decade. We are going to talk about unlocking the 2 trillion retail opportunity. That is a report that we are eagerly awaiting to be launched. How seamless commerce is going to impact and change the future, and it has already begun, and you will see over the 2 days lots of these examples will be shared and given. So you can see light on my face. This time we have got a partner who is going to exclusively talk on how retail lighting is impacting your sales. We'll also talk about profitable growth. We always talk that growth is imperative, but how profitable growth has to be achieved. And that's what the major dilemma that every retailer faces. It's not about growth, but it's about profitable growth. Another area that we have introduced this year is we are promoting new leaders in retail across the categories. And that's what this agenda will also drive about. How they are changing the narrative from traditional to disruptive. Another area is about brands. And we talk about brand storytelling in one of our sessions. And how emotional engagement can enhance the brand storytelling for a brand is something which we are going to deliberate upon. Apart from these, we are going to talk about cash, we are going to talk about currency. So money is the core. But today from cash and currency, we have added code to it. And how that cash has, after adding the code to the cash, has become digital and how it is transforming the payments ecosystem. Apart from that, we are going to talk about how a tech-enhanced customer experience goes beyond a transaction. We all talk about transactions and how to seamlessly integrate it with the customer. But here it is the tech that is the seamlessness that happens, that makes it happen. We have introduced for the first time, and I'm very happy and proud to announce that we have introduced Retail Store Design Summit. This is the first edition of Retail Store Design Summit in the Powai Ballroom that's next door. And the reason that there was retail store is the core. On the one hand, we talk about digital stores and stuff like endless aisle and stuff like that. But what about our physical stores? And keeping that in mind, we have launched this. We are going to talk about the future of retail design, and it can be like tomorrow or 5 years down the line, when you enter a store, you will find only screens or maybe 1 or 2 products. And I have seen those prototypes in India. And very soon, if possible, we'll be launching them at the RLS platforms or the Reticon platforms in India. So the future stores will be only screens. And that's coming. We are going to talk about the art of curating a memorable and meaningful customer journey inside the store. Now, these have been done over the years, over the decades. But with tech coming in, how this is going to change. And that is where the whole fun will be, and the challenge as well. Parallelly, apart from the main halls, we are going to have a couple of round tables. In fact, we are going to have 6 round tables this time. We are going to talk about grocery retail. So we are concentrating on grocery as a category. We are also going to talk about beauty as a category. We are going to talk about the roles of CFOs in strategy. So another angle that we are taking is how can CFOs help and curate the strategy of the next decade. We are going to talk about distribution and the distribution dynamics in retail. We are going to talk about personalization. We are going to talk about cash on delivery. Very important. Is it that relevant and how important it is in today's e-commerce, Indian e-commerce retail? We are going to talk about navigating personalization. We are going to talk about technology in retail, mostly about driving efficiency through data. So data is also core, and although these are tech topics, but we have decided that we should use these topics for our deliberations, so that a comprehensive 360-degree view is given. Last but not the least, we are going to talk about industry mavericks, who are charting unconventional paths to retail triumph. And there are many other such parallel things that are going on. Another innovation that we have done on day 2 would be retail Mahasangram. First time we are launching a Mahasangram kind of a theme. The name is Mahasangram, but it's not about Mahasangram. It's about how retailers and retail real estate players come together. And they will be talking about not only their problems, challenges, but how synergistically they can work together to make things happen. Last but not the least, we are going to have our awards, which are going to be hosted today evening. India Retail Champions Awards. This will be the, I think, the sixth or sixth edition for the awards. It will be in the evening. We are also going to have Retail Startup Awards. We are going to declare the winners of the Retail Startup Awards. A similar award we do in tech also, which is known as ReTech Awards in Retail Technology Conclave. Apart from that, we are going to also have a BIS session from the legal perspective. So what we have tried to do in the next 2 days is, as per the category, we have tried to cover majority of the categories. We have tried to cover majority of the topics, both at a strategic level and also at a very, very, operational level as well. We have got retailers who are coming from across the country. You saw 1,500 delegates. We have already crossed 1,500 delegates, close to 2,000 delegates over the next 2 days who are going to attend a Retail Leadership Summit. We have got close to 200 plus speakers who are going to share their knowledge across various forums, workshops, roundtables, standalone presentations, panel discussions, product launches, etc. With this, I would like to thank all of you. I would, last but not the least, I would like to thank our chairman, Biju Kurian, and our CEO, Kumar Rajgopalan, for guiding us throughout these last few months. And special thanks to our title sponsor Reliance, Mr. Ashwin Khasgiwala and Mr. Damodar Mal and the team out there for being our continuous support. Apart from that, all the other partners who have supported us, all our members who have supported us, and the team at various levels, whether it's our PR team, our event management team, our hotel team, and obviously the team or RAI. With this, I would like you to enjoy the 2 days. It's all about knowledge and networking. Thank you.